very good morning, and 77 points is what today's Gift Nifty is showing at the pre-opening, and this green 77 points is what Monday start is going to be. So Gift Nifty is trading around 23,280, around 0.33% higher, and along with that, Asian markets are trading mixed, where Nikkei is down by 1.23%, Jakarta is down by 2.62%, whereas if you look at Seng and Straits, those are trading slightly positive. So this was Asian markets, and you are listening to Tanmay Edge, India's pre-market edge, 5 minutes every trading day, and I'm Tanmay Kurtakoti, and let's move on and see what the data is telling us as of today morning at 8:10. So a very good morning to everyone. Today is Monday, a start to new week, 16th March, and we are recording this at 8:10. So if we look at Asian markets, those are trading mixed. European markets on Friday closed slightly in negative, but whereas today morning US markets have started showing some strength, and Dow futures is trading slightly higher. But moving on, let's try to see what commodities are trading currently and what other markets are doing. So if we look at Brent, it is way above $100 mark and trading around 104, 1.36% higher. Gold is cracking and is 0.33% down and is trading at $5,005 per ounce. If you look at MCX closed at 1,58,400 for gold, whereas for silver it closed at 2,59,279. Crude closed at 8,980, and we could see again a jump today morning at the opening levels. But moving on, let's look at some FIDI data, because that is where the position has happened. And before that, let's see what happened in the cash market on Friday's close. So if you look at the cash market, overall the flows have been negative, and the same is what we saw, where FIs sold almost 10,000 crores of equity on Friday, whereas DIIs bought around 10,000 crore of equity. So the net figures for the day were negative, where FIs and FIs sold in 10,700 crores, whereas DIIs bought in 9,900 crores. If we look at the monthly figures stands at 56,000 crore selling that FIs have done in the month of March, whereas DIIs have done around 70 crores of buying. For the cumulative basis, the figures are worsening, where FIIs have sold 2,67,000 crore, whereas DIIs have bought around 7,67,000 crores. Now, let's move on to FNO and see what the positioning looks like. So if you look at clients, FIs and pro data points, this is what is clearly available right now. So on the futures front, clients have around 1,56,000 contracts that are open on the long side, whereas pros have around 43,000 contracts, and FIs are short 2,60,540 contracts on the index. So what does that mean? Client has long indices futures positions, pros have long indices futures positions, whereas FIs are on the other side. But without options data, this data is irrelevant. So let's look at some option data points as well. So if you look at the call data points, clients are holding around 3,69,744 long contracts, and on the put side they have 5,48,501 contracts. That means that clients are clearly short skew and playing extremely long deltas by having long futures, long calls and short puts. If you look at FIs and pros both have short calls. FIs have around 2,60,556 short calls, whereas pros have around 1,07,904 short calls. On the put side, both FIs and pros are playing long skew, where puts have been bought, and the FIs have around 4,55,524 long puts, and pros have around 71,376. So the tug of war continues between FIs, pros and clients, where FIs and pros are positioned for a short as well as balanced opening, and clients are positioned completely long. So that is the FI client data. Moving on, let's look at some open interest and DX data as of today morning. So if you look at the GX, it is balanced around 23,200, where the flip level is currently, and most of the support currently stands at 23,000 put levels, where 71 lakh put contracts have been sold. Along with that, the next available support after that is around 22,800, where 47 lakh puts have been sold. On the upside, there is first visible resistance present at 23,400 levels, where 31 lakh contracts have been sold for the call option, and on the higher side 23,500, where around 51 lakh call contracts have been sold. So 23,200 acts as a zone, gamma flip zone, below which we could see going towards 22,800 as well, and on the upside 23,500 can be looked at. But let's look at some technical data points and see where the markets are heading. So one standard deviation on markets currently stand at 23,800 on the upside, and on the bottom side we have 22,564, that is 22,600. Implied volatility for current expiry, that is tomorrow's expiry, is trading around 24.64 and way above the average what we have seen in the recent times, and the straddles are trading around $500. So expecting again a long gamma move today morning. So let's decode all the data points that we have seen as of today morning. So clients have positioned extremely long. Gift Nifty is opening flat to positive. I think that today's morning gap up is not going to sustain, and we could see a sell-off coming in the first half, followed by some bounce in the later half if the indices try to pick. So we have Some indices which are showing slight bit of strength, wherein energy, pharma, defense, FMCG, mid cap, and chemicals are some sectors to look for, whereas IT, infra, CNX 500, finance, auto are all going in the negative territory where the strength is continuously losing. So this was your morning podcast, guys, and if you like this, please share it with one of the friend who would like to listen to this, and follow it on Apple Podcast and Spotify, so never miss a single session. I'm building Rupee Case India systematic investing terminal. Link is present in the show notes. You just got earlier. See you tomorrow once again. Bye bye.